The creatures that infect the first victim acts as scout for a Xenos race known as the Tyranids. After creating a gene stealer cult, the scout evolves into something more complex, an entity called the Patriarch. The collective mind of the brood becomes a psychic beacon for the Tyranids, a beacon that marks the planet as vulnerable. Once the Xenos fleet approaches the infected world, the rebellion begins. The cult strikes the world's defenders in the back, while the Xenos devour all life on the planet. The cult's true believers certainly do not find the ascension they were promised. Instead, they all become bioresources. Food. Do you have anything else to add, Heinrich? I would advise you to prepare for the worst. The cult could have been operating on the ship for a long time, in which case it might already have a small army at its disposal. And I'm not talking about infiltrators with semi-human appearances. Such cults command strong, fast monstrosities whose claws tear through metal like paper. Psychically attuned mutants linked to the brood's collective mind. Specialized abominations and elite specimens at the top of the cult's hierarchy. The enemy is dangerous and has many faces. In lieu of answering, Sarback nods grimly, lost in troubling thoughts. How did the conspirators recruit you? I believed him. I found him. I bowed to him. His angel king granted me a revelation. It entered my flesh. It let me join the congregation. The man's words devolve into nonsensical muttering. The interrogator touches his own neck in the same spot where the prisoner had a fresh scar. Signs of an infection, I'm sure of it. I wish I had to know everything about your little cult. We believe in the many-armed emperor. He who waits for his children. Cast out into the unknowable abyss. He is kind, merciful. He uproots tyrannies of evil. He sends his angels to righteous, and angelkins follow. The man lowers his gaze with an expression of surprise. It seems he has described his paltry religion in its entirety. This pawn, a mindless tool, he was brainwashed and forced into submission. He's not even a distributor of ideology. He was merely fed the rudiments, and without trusting him with anything important, they sent him out to serve and die. So what are you plotting, a mutiny? Death, yours! Even broken, he musters a spiteful sneer. Fake captain, the faithful are already aiming for your heart. I was ordered to stockpile weapons, so that when the fateful hour comes, the righteous would not stand unarmed. I wouldn't say that these improvised Webbers are that much better than fighting with bare hands, but until we are done with the cleanup, every enforcer will carry a combat knife fit for cutting through nets. Where are you hiding? Where are your leaders? In a sanctuary tomb for heretics. Quiet place. The dynastic crypt? The vermin have infiltrated the crypt, holding the bodies of the worthiest servants of the dynasty. No one is allowed inside save for the Lord Captain's personal retinue. They dared, but how? The crypt's defenses are impenetrable. I presume our next objective is the Von Valencia's dynastic crypt? Yes, your ladyship. We must attack now while we still have the element of surprise. I'll lead a strike force, but I will require your presence and the Confessor Adalbert's help. Fierce machine spirits guard the dead. They won't let an armed troop pass without direct command from the rogue trader and the ring of the ship's confessor. I'll meet you at the doors. Casting a glance at the prisoner, whispering incoherently under his breath, Sarback adds offhandedly, "This vile scum, with your permission, I'll throw at the airlock. I doubt he'll be of any further use." He has proved far more useful than I expected. He must have been in the cult only for a short time. The psychic connection to his brethren had not taken root in his mind. No amount of torture would have loosened his tongue otherwise. Things are progressing too smoothly. I don't like it. Yeah, he does not deserve an easy death. Give him to your enforcers for training. We're not monsters no matter what he thinks. Turn him on the nearest colony for a life sentence. No, at the airlock he goes. It'll be done. Okay. So, I guess
none
off we go.
Shall stand in my way.
Because I can't imagine, what would have happened if we didn't have Heinrich there? That whole conversation would not have been nearly that interesting without him. Let's go to the bridge for a second. So now we avoid ship. We have a crypt, y'all. How many places do I have on my ship that I've never once heard of? I mean, granted, I've mentioned this numerous times. I am new to the 40K universe, but a crypt on my ship? That's insanely cool. I actually really like it that this DLC is a little spooky and it's come out close to Halloween. I think that that's actually probably not intended considering everything. But still, I do enjoy the timing of this overall. Let's also quickly go talk to Cabela because we did the quest with her and I want to make sure there's no additional dialogue or anything like that after. Where are you? Over here. Okay, and then we got everybody else. Oh, right, Vigdis is there. Hi!
Domin.
Okay, so there's nothing.
Maybe.
And does our good friend have anything about what just happened? Because we haven't talked to Sarbak yet, and we'll go do that. I just want to know before we do that if there's any additional dialogue for what we just went through. No. Okay. Just wondering. So, let's go talk to Sarbak, who should be over here. Sarbak is the very picture of discipline. Her uniform is exquisitely pressed, her armor is polished, and her posture is imposing and rigid. The only flaw in her immaculate appearance is the heavy enforcer's maul, which is worn and battered from frequent use. She salutes you. Greetings, Lord Captain. Your family was involved in treason, and I had them all executed. Tess, are you supposed to, you know, are you supposed to? But how did you come to serve on my flagship? I come from the noble Sarbak family at the capital world on Dargonus. I dare say that our house is renowned for its loyalty and strict adherence to the law. The members of my family have been your faithful enforcers for centuries. I'm honored to be the sixth master-at-arms named Sarbak to serve on the ship. Speaks the words with unmistakable pride. I had your family executed. There's a long pause, and then Sarbak smiles grimly. I do not intend to mourn Macarius's death. Although I will miss the insufferable snob, I shall strive to redeem my family's name through unwavering service for the sake of the generations who were loyal to the rogue traders of your ladyship's line. Why are you here instead of basking in luxury on Dargonus? Because of my cousin, Macarius. A furious crease appears between her brows. I cannot stand him, but the feeling is mutual. We can hardly be in the same room together, so I jumped at the opportunity to become your enforcer. I should thank my obnoxious cousin for nudging me towards the best decision of my life. I serve you with all my heart and wish for no other fate than this one. What do you think of the other officers? I don't trust them, but I do not trust anyone. Mistress Tolman has too much power, and will surely be tempted to start deciding for herself what information to share with the crew on your behalf, and what to withhold. Ravor is closely intertwined with the ship's systems, which opens up plenty of opportunities for sabotage. He must be watched. As for Danrock, forgive me, but a man of his size and habits cannot help but steal. What can you tell me about Abelard? The Seneschal is a model of competence and fidelity, and all the officers and enforcers look up to him with gratitude. A grimace of fierce devotion takes hold of Sarbak's face before she abruptly grits her teeth and continues. It is all the more distressing to see that the years have not been kind to the deeply respected Master Wassarian. Soon, there will be no rejuvenant treatment that can save him from the mistakes inherent to such advanced age. We are ever watchful and will there to steady the trembling hand of the honored veteran if need be. That's actually I'm so happy to hear how much they look up to him.
Lord Captain? Lord Captain.
You want to talk about the gene stealing cult?
What can I do for you?
No, I'm good. Okay. So, the next thing... We also have this to do, but the next thing is my crypt. I didn't know I had a crypt. I didn't know I needed a crypt, but now that I know that I have a crypt and that I needed a crypt, I can't imagine my life without my crypt. But I thought we stuck Auntie out the airlock. How is Auntie in a crypt? I thought Auntie got, sent out into the void, but you know what? I accept this. Let's go this way. Let's see. Ooh, is that the crypt in it? Oh, that's the crypt. That looks really cool. Medium. Oh, that's just armor tips. I love that they do give you a few cute little tips and tricks as you're on the load screen. Hello. Enforcers. Sarbak. Okay. So everybody's here. Nothing to see here. Nothing weird. I'm sure this will be fine, and we won't find a murderous gene-stealing cult or anything like that in our family crypt with our ancestors. Adalbert, the ship's confessor, solemnly raises his hand above the altar and speaks mournfully. Heed me, O guardian spirits. We have come to punish a great desecration. Heresy has made its lair in the dynastic crypt and disturbed the peace of the honored dead. I beg you to perform the ritual of unsealing and allow us passage. A hand-shaped panel opens in the altar of unsealing. A panel is lined with sharp spikes. Lord Captain, we now require your blood. The crypt will not open without the rogue trader's genetic signature. Are your people ready? Ready as never before, your ladyship. They are incensed by this profane intrusion and eager to exterminate the menace before the eyes of our departed ancestors. My enforcers will secure the side of the sections of the crypt to prevent any flanking attacks. All right, Adalbert, give me a blessing before I go in. May the Emperor protect his children who carry forth his cleansing flame. Hear the roar of chainswords and the bellow of auto guns, for they are his voice. Oft do I preach clemency to our noble officers, but this I say to you now, lay aside pity and show no mercy. Show no mercy! Argenta's face brightens in anticipation of battle, and her eagerness spreads to the enforcer. I do love it, though, that, like, you ask for a blessing in 40K, and it's like, may the Emperor protect those who carry cleansing flame, chain swords, auto guns, all of that. Have fun. Go make murder. Like, I love that. Place your hand on the panel. You're gonna be okay, girl. All right, it worked. The panel's mechanical teeth sting your flesh, and you feel your blood trickling down the small ducts into the altar's bowels. You hear a click, and the crypt doors open with a piercing creak. Beyond them, you see nothing but darkness. Sacrilege! The hallowed crypt must remain illuminated at all times to drive away the shadows from the place of the ancestors' final repose. This was done on purpose, I'm sure of it. Our coming is expected. Vanguard, provide the Lord Captain with Luminator Servo Skull. She gives you a surprisingly easy smile and bows. Take care, your ladyship. Watch out for dark corners. Move out for House von Valencius.
For the Emperor! I'll show you how it's done. Moving out.
She has voice acting. All right, bye! Have fun in the crypt! All right, hey, what are you doing here? Your ladyship, wait, he bursts into the anti-compartment and stops short when he sees the open door in the gloom. Damn it, I'm late. I meant to report an act of sabotage. They've cut off the promethium supply to the crypt's lighting. You're walking into an ambush. Why did you fail to discover this earlier? They covered their tracks well, but I was worried about your safety. He smiles somewhat sheepishly, which is why I took the liberty of sending maintenance patrols to inspect the perimeter of the crypt. Thank you. The officer bows his head with dignity. You notice fresh oil stains on his coat. It seems he not only sent underlings, but also went to investigate himself. Whether through darkness or well-lit halls, we're going in. I fear we might be underestimating the enemy. The enforcers have already done it once. The Infernus Guild would join you in this fight if you'd have us. To get inside, the aberrations would have had to make a passage for themselves somewhere in the crypt's perimeter. No one knows the maintenance tunnels better than us. We could find this breach and attack the maintenance. We could find this breach and attack the enemy from the rear. I doubt a few workers armed with axes and torches would make much of a difference, but we'd be honored to die in your name. No, then arm yourselves properly. Like, I like his character a lot, but at the same time, like, you don't want to hold these people back. Like, I feel like he deserves the respect of, like, you know. So, arm yourselves properly. Depends on who's wielding it, because, a torch seems like a poor weapon, he says with a chuckle, but then his expression darkens. The Infernus Guild is banned from taking up arms. Our clan disbanded because our ancestors were rebels. The station where we originally hailed from once rose against Lady Theodora's predecessor. The traders were killed, and the rest of the station was left stranded in the void to die without air or water. Out of those who repented, the rogue trader selected 1,000 who were allowed on board. Those spared became the Infernus Guild, repairmen, firefighters, those who bear the brunt of any disaster and are the first to die. That was our penance. It's been centuries, and still we die not just because our duty demands it, but because we atone for what our ancestors did. The enforcers keep reminding us about it, and if they see us armed Infernus, they'll execute them on the spot. Such was the Lord Captain's will. I hereby remove the brand of shame from the Infernus Guild and permit them to carry weapons, fight, and die for this ship. His eyes widen in astonishment. I never would have dared to ask. Well, live up to your expectations, I swear. Those who die today will die smiling, for today is a great day for our people. The Infernus Master and his people leave the hall. The door of the crypts are open. It's time to step into the darkness. Bye! Enjoy the new weapons! Okay. Alright, everyone. Who's afraid of the dark? Not us. Did we get the servo skull that lights stuff up? I don't know. We're just going in the dark.
I won't tolerate weakness.
Wait, I see it. Is that? Ooh. Oh, there you are. Okay. Oh, so wherever I turn the camera, it moves. Oh, that's really cool. Okay, good. Good. Are we sure this DLC wasn't meant as a scare the shit out of you right before Halloween kind of DLC? Because, that's how it's looking. All right, y'all. Please remember Tess. In the end. Like, remember her.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
There's a servitor here. Pale light of the luminous servitor looks animated, like an animated corpse. No grave will ever accept a human who's become a thing. Okay. So we're just gonna roam around the dynastic crypt. That's normal. That's a normal way to spend a day with your friends, right? Remember the deed of the hero who died to protect the Lord Captain. Here lies Ulrich Wolfgang of Gestra, first seneschal to have come aboard this vessel. Your duty is done. Now others will serve in your stead. There are large footprints in the dust, but the 2 feet are different shapes, one human and the other clawed and horribly mutated.
None shall stand in my way.
Oh, good. Okay. No. These bones of the dead should be serving the living. They could be used in rites and divinations and amulets. Why are they gathering dust and concealed from people's eyes? That's not how we do things usually around here. I appreciate the sentiment. Sarcophagus was installed recently. The script reads, here, Archmilitant Mort keeps his eternal vigil, protecting in death the one he could not protect in life. Oh, Mort. That was so sad the way he died. Is it weird that we brought his killer here? The gate does not yield. The Illuminator servo skull beam reveals a lifeless cable of the entry cogitator shaking in the dark. Okay. So
It's about time.
Find another way. I didn't even realize I was following a cable. What is this?
I rise to the occasion.
Okay. So that opened that door. I just want to see what else is down here, y'all. Like, you know, while here, gates have been blocked. Could not open until your victory has been secured. Okay. Whoa. Uh-huh. Is this back out? Yes, okay. Just checking. And then
Follow my lead.
this. Oh, that's been that. Okay, so I did go the only way that I could. Good. Wait, what is this? We are rogue traders, and ours is a rare destiny, yet we still remember those who once walked at our side, who served us, whom we honored. And open? Oh no. Oh. Thank you, ancestor of mine. Needle pistol shells are scattered across the floor. They do not belong in this realm of tranquil glory. So who's leaving them in my crypt?
Victory awaits.
Yes, victory awaits, good daughter. Something up here?
Something of interest.
It's a skull, girl. It's a skull. The skull gives in and something clicks beneath it. Somewhere in the dark, a passage opens with a rumbling groan. Oh!
What is that?
I don't know. Glory to the diligent servants of the dynasty who have exalted the title of seneschal. Black viscous substance resembling partially dried saliva is slowly eating through the surface of the monument. Y'all, did you hear that? What did we do? I think I read that. Yes. Hello?
A new challenge for me?
Anybody home? Why is this so terrifying? Okay. So we opened up a hall somewhere or something somewhere. This. I think that this was new. What is this? Above the 100 different names is engraved an inscription to all who made the highest sacrifice for the dynasty and paid with their life, honor, and name. I will remember you. Oh. Okay. An old key. Yeah. Okay. Abelard? Who's... Shit, what is going on? Okay, Tess, open the door. Quick save, because I don't trust nothing. Actually, wait, you know what? My gut tells me big save. Because, like, in case I have to make decisions between people and who I'm saving, I would like to make saves as often as humanly possible, so then that way we can easily go back and see both and then make a decision from there. Which is not very RPG-like of me, I know. Like, immersive, but, you know, it's fine. This game is so long, I want to make sure we're getting endings that spark joy. Oh. Hi, forward faithful, crush them? Don't crush me, I'll crush you.
Fates.
I'll wipe you from the face of the galaxy!
Repent or perish!
Uh-huh. Oh no, girl, Tess, that's you. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay. Okay, good. Gene Stealers, Gene Stealers. Magus of the Ravenous Star. It doesn't look like... at least in good news, it does not look like at this one moment in time, there's ways for other people to get in. So there's that. Like into the battle kind of thing. All right, listen, Cabela's whole thing is we're gonna get her places. Oh, where are they coming from? Where are these people coming from? Oh, I'm gonna put her down to here. All right, let's roll. How come I can't start the battle? Oh. Is it who's standing too close? Cabela? Heinrich? There we go. All right, Magus of the Ravenous Star. No! All right. So we gotta move. Oh, he'll move out before that explodes, I hope.
I yearn for agony.
I know you do, sweetie. Here. This.
Don't distract me.
We've talked
It
about
is
this.
handled.
We've talked about this.
Behold. What? I'm done
Yes!
playing with you.
Yes, 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 yes. Okay. I'm gonna bring you. You know what? No, stay here. Cause you're like partially protected. I think. Oh, Tess can handle them. I want to bring you. It's a sarcophagus. Never mind. I want Tess to deal with that. Cabela here.
As honor or come, the other side awaits.
Thank you. Let's go here.
I am your blade and shield.
Now let's do this.
Let your soul be purged.
Is that really not? No, let's do this.
That had better not be intentional.
No, it's not. How come we can't end you? Let's do this here.
Death is a blessing.
Okay. Can I have you hit this?
Trust me.
That's it? So are these even worth getting? No, they are. Okay, so we do need to get rid of that shit. Okay.
The true believers will inherit all.
What is it gonna do? It shoots shit! Oh, good. You know what?
God
Here.
Emperor, move through me.
Yup.
Be the fire in my heart.
Remember, you got God Emperor
I'll
Hall
do it.
Pass. Right. So this,
As the Emperor commands, I act.
and then this.
Doubt is for the weak.
Girl, nobody has ever once accused you of being weak.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Very worthless.
Eradicated. I'll do it. For you, my Emperor!
Yeah.
Power resides in the will of the righteous.
Let's do it!
As the Emperor commands, I act.
No, Argenta!
I'll do it.
Thank you.
Faith without each strike is a prayer.
This.
I'll do it. For you, my Emperor!
Okay. Good. Now, Abelard, you gotta move. Very quickly. I don't know where I want Abelard right now, though. If I put him here, I bet I can, like, zoom him forward. But this shit... But I got Tess in the back rank to handle some of that, so I might.
Get me a target.
That's Heinrich. That was not... Abelard can't... Oh, no. Am I gonna lose him? Okay, good. I think we might lose Abelard. That's not fun.